and welcome back to my channel. I've been getting this question a lot from folks who would like to start playing the saxophone. Their question is, should I learn to play the saxophone on the alto sax or the tenor sax? So let's talk about it. First, I'm going to preface this by saying that even though the alto sax is an E-flat instrument and the tenor sax is a B-flat instrument, mechanically the notes are the same for all saxophones. The fingerings, or where you place your fingers on the keys, for a C on the alto, it's this middle key here, and it's the exact same fingering for the C on the tenor. So again, they have the same fingerings. So you can easily go back and forth between alto and tenor, or even soprano and baritone, because they all have the same fingering positions. So when you learn how to play one saxophone, you're pretty much learning how to play all of them. The second thing to consider is the weight of the alto versus the tenor. Would you prefer the lighter or the heavier of the two? Clearly, the tenor sax is heavier. I personally started with the alto in middle school, and by the following school year, I had switched over to the tenor sax. And yes, I was small and my neck would get tired sometimes when playing the tenor sax in marching band, but you know, it wasn't unbearable and I really enjoyed it. So definitely consider the literal weight before you decide which of the two you would like to play. Tip number 3 would be to consider that the spaces between the keys are just a little bit different. The alto's keys are slightly closer together than the keys on the tenor. So if you have little itty bitty tiny hands, it just might be a little bit more comfortable for you to play the alto sax, or at least to start with that. The fourth thing is that the tenor sax needs more air. And as for an explanation for that, well, it's bigger and the mouthpiece is bigger. Air has further to travel in this thing. So yeah, it needs more air. And last but not least, consider which tone you like the best. Do you enjoy listening to the deeper, lower tones of the tenor sax, or do you prefer to imitate higher, brighter sounds of an alto? It's really just a personal preference. So to wrap this up, you can start on either one, the alto or the tenor. They are both amazing instruments. So I hope that these 5 tips that we discussed today will tip the scale in one way or another, so that you can go ahead and make a decision that's best for you. And I'm really curious to know which saxophone you started on, or which saxophone do you plan on starting with, alto or tenor? So definitely leave a comment below to let me know. You can drop a comment in the comment section there. And don't forget to rate and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.